Okay, we're back again. Sound check. Test one, one. Test two. Sound check. Test one, test two. And I lost my fucking feed again. What the hell is wrong with this shit? Sorry for all of those that keep having these problems. All right, we're back again to the crypto world. And I have to do this again. Jesus. Jesus. Oh. One, two, four, three. All right, something's going on with the exchanges and people's internet, computers. Everything's on like a serious lag. Like our broadband got cut again. Yeah, the U.S. government cut everybody's broadband. Easier way to control communications. Like I got family in different states where they can't view our news channel. The U.S. government is holding healthcare benefits for Californians. All right, we're taking a dip. Something's happening. Something's going on. Everything's taking a small dip. Everything's on the same track here. And sorry for everybody. Welcome to another episode of Crypto Griff. I'm not a financial advisor, so do not buy or sell anything because I say so. I am here to show you what I see. Don't do as I do. Do it to everything. Do what you believe is right. All right. Listen to all the information you can, and then you decide whether it's the right decision to make. What I see is money. All right, I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to go get my breakfast. going on, buddy? Had to give me some food. Spicy eggs and hot dogs. Yeah. I don't like eating from the camera. Somebody might get jealous. Check the food. Some OJ.
And they've been showing the same COVID-19 hospital videos for 8 months. They're all the same videos on a loop. And we're showing you here is this new updated video. How freaking rigged is that? How stupid do they think us Americans are? It's a scam, guys. Don't fall for this horse shit. All this financial crap that's happening, businesses closing down, it's all been planned. Really, Corners on biscuits. The only thing that's making you people sick is these dumbass vaccines and all this medicine they keep putting in your body.
I was hungry, guys. Spicy. According to common research, you're supposed to take a flu vaccine every single year. But the only people I know that ever get sick are the people who take the vaccine. Kind of funny how that works, huh? Flu vaccine didn't work, so now they have to send up another pandemic. Or COVID. They need to kill us faster. We're living too long. We're overpopulating the earth. So if you want to shorten your life and your family's life, go ahead. Take that vaccine. So they're pretty much saying that the vaccines will kill or possibly kill anyone with any underlying disease. Anyone with heart problems, diabetes, any of that, it could kill you. Or put you in the hospital. Or give you a severe allergic reaction, push you into convulsions. I'm just repeating what they're saying. Kind of safer not to take it, huh? Now it's a computer infrastructure. Our U.S. authorities are expressing increased alarm about our intrusion into computer systems around the globe that officials suspect was carried by Russia. You know what I think? I think it's the United States government going in and trying to steal a whole bunch of people's cryptocurrencies because they just did it to the dark web. It was announced publicly. They went to the dark web and they confiscated all of the Bitcoin. So you think your assets are safe. They'll never be safe because they're always going to be one step ahead. The only people that got out of this alive with their money was the first Bitcoin bull run. You know, when that young kid made millions, they don't want that to happen. If we make money and we live large, then they don't profit. They want power. They want to herd the sheep, keep the sheep in their control. VeChain investment. Pump and dumps always happen clear across the board with all coins. What's going to make the difference in the end is real use case utility. And guys, VeChain has real use case utility. It was just used in the distribution of the vaccines right here in California, United States, US of A. What the hell is this? Hello. Well, everybody's celebrating the first corona vaccine. Oh my God. And how many people are going to die before it gets put on the news? You know, they're controlling the media, so how many people actually died won't be posted. You have to go check your local morgue. Of course, I went to one mortuary about 3 months ago. A buddy of mine died, and he went to go set up the funeral arrangements. He went in and he said that every body in there that was in the staffing side, when they opened up the drawer, had a label on it. It was all COVID-19, everything. And his brother-in-law died in a car wreck here in San Fernando Valley. Died in a car wreck completely unrelated with COVID-19, but his death certificate said COVID-19. And then he told me later on that 2 of his other relatives have died from somewhat gang activity, I guess. You know, not everybody's. I'm not into that. Don't worry. But everything said COVID-19. He said every body that was in the mortuaries was all labeled COVID-19 deaths, which is insane. I've been seeing it not just from us, but all across the entire world. Every death is COVID-19. So the numbers they're giving you are not actual COVID-19 deaths. They're every death that occurs. If crime goes up, then the COVID-19 deaths will go up too, because every single death is a COVID-19 death. But take it as you want it. I know there's a bunch of commies out there that don't want to believe shit. Don't believe me. This is just me talking. This is me. Just, it's my channel. You don't like it, get off. You know, I talk about what I want to talk about on my channel. But I'm here for you guys, so if it's something a little too sensitive for you, I'm sorry. I'm wide open when it comes to everything. I want to look at all the facts of everything, and when facts don't add up, that's just how it happens. A fact's a fact. You get it or you don't. Like this election don't make no damn sense. There's more things focusing on fraud than there is on a safe election. There's nothing safe about this election. That poor little old black lady that used her own phone, put her own life at risk to film all of those fake votes. She could have easily been murdered for that. And she had to wait like how long? Almost like a week or 2 or a month before she could share that video. I feel sorry for that lady that she had to go through that. Come on, that doesn't make you feel safe about your government, your county, your mayor, your governor. Anyway. Publicity, you know. They love me. Telegram's getting popular. I don't see XRP going to $1 million a piece right now. Oh, they got to share his favorite books. Guy's a freaking communist. Kevin Cage, 21,000 plus XRP. Man, that would be awesome. If the Fed stopped screwing us. Yeah, it's irritating. I do see XRP going over $1 at any moment. I see XRP at $14 January. If somebody wants to hear that, that's what I see. I see it at $14 probably between January and February. Look, it's COVID-19 likely leading cause of death in the U.S. Preliminary stats show. Because every death is registered as a COVID-19 death. This is stupid. Guys, do your own research. All right? Go check out these places. Why do you think all these people are creating riots and not wearing masks? Because there's nothing for you to fear. Media is just in your head. You should be surprised at the power of your mind. You know, getting people to believe something and then they believe it themselves. If you believe you are sick and you believe you are dying, you'd be surprised how the effects that takes on your body. Anxiety, chest pains, trouble breathing, panic attacks. That's all the same exact symptoms of COVID-19. So don't let them bullshit you. I like this Joker guy, but I'm the Joker. That's cute. All right. Woohoo with a whopping one viewer. No offense to my viewer. I got like 100 people on my Telegram. I don't like sharing all the good stuff on a live feed, until I get some viewers. I got a couple of juicy things I'd like to get out there. Except for me ranting off about all this crap that's going on in our country. Probably get my YouTube channel taken down. Do you remember that the COVID-19 has a 99.8% survival rate? Now, you remember a few months ago, it was like 60 or 70, then 80, then 90. But now more people are dying from it, but it's a 99%. The common cold has a higher death rate. You have a better chance of dying going to the bathroom. Little bubble, we made it. I like extra VOD. Shout out, bro. This crap here.
This pandemic, but what you're seeing here is particularly bad timing. Thousands of theme park workers have been laid off, and as they're losing their paycheck, one critical food donation resource is suddenly disappearing just when they need it most.
You want to show your favorite ornament?
Amanda Johnson and her husband made a living creating magic, but their fairy tale ended when...
On top of all of this, thousands of Disney amusement park employees have been hit extremely hard by this pandemic. Disney has more than 100,000 park employees in the U.S. The company says it plans to shed 32,000 of those jobs by the end of March. Our Natasha Chen reports.
We've seen people line up for food donations throughout this pandemic, but what you're seeing here is particularly bad timing. Thousands of theme park workers have been laid off, and as they're losing their paycheck, one critical food donation resource is suddenly disappearing just when they need it most.
You want to show your favorite ornament?
Amanda Johnson and her husband made a living creating magic, but their fairy tale ended when they were furloughed from the Walt Disney World Resort. Months later, even after Florida parks reopened, Johnson was laid off, one of 32,000 U.S. Disney employees expected to lose their jobs by March.
I feel like drowning here. And it's just the worst thing. People come here to have a good time, and we're all suffering.
One of their 3 children has autism and epilepsy.
Thinking about like one hospital visit would almost like bankrupt you.
She says she's making food deliveries just to be able to give the kids a Christmas, and soon they'll be hard-pressed to pay the mortgage.
What do you want for Christmas?
Former employees of Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, and others are on both sides of this line, receiving donations and volunteering, too.
We were focused on the members, and we started out feeding 200 families, and it ballooned into 2,000.
These artists who used to perform for theme park guests are now entertaining each other. And cheering up is a necessity when these boxes represent less than 10% of the food that used to be available, according to the Society of St. Andrew. Farmers they work with had funding from the federal Farm to Families program to get fresh food into boxes and delivered to food banks. But that money ran out sooner than expected.
What keeps me up at night is that child that will go to bed hungry.
In an area whose lifeblood is tourism, the trickle-down effect on other jobs is apparent, as motels are now filled not with out-of-towners, but with the unemployed, like Jose Cruz, who lost his job at Home Depot.
The majority of people do work in these theme parks, and if they're not buying appliances and they're not
Yeah, because they don't want small businesses. They want all small businesses out. Only large businesses can survive. All the others will be used as warehouses, storing facilities, hospitals, big pharma. That's how they're going to limit you. So if the market jumps within that minute, you can't pull your money out. Coinbase, Coinbase Pro, they're all screwing everybody. They're in there working with the feds. Only the big head honchos get to make any profit, right? That's a pretty car.
we all still, if we all still had our jobs, we would have to steal, wouldn't we? Say like we're getting stimulus checks, we cut our unemployment in half. It's not our fault. So if I'm gonna steal from somebody, I'm gonna steal from large corporations, right? I mean, I'm not stealing, I'm just saying. Thanks will be nice. You gotta put food on the table, you gotta provide for your families, and it comes down to the point where you can't do that, it's time to start standing up and fighting for it. Not sit in your room and be a coward. Sometimes you gotta be a man, you know, and do what you gotta do. And preferably without hurting anyone.
Now they're saying because you're black or Hispanic or a minority that that's creating disparity amongst society. Dude, it doesn't matter what race you are. They're just putting that on there so it starts separating us, creating conflict. So we'll start helping them out and start killing each other. They want us to be violent against each other. They want to call in another country's military. They want us to be violent criminals. Why are they letting criminals out of jail? I mean, come on. I have a friend that is in jail. I mean, yeah, he's an idiot, but it's his own damn fault. He got caught selling weed. And violent criminals, they said violent criminals on the live news, KTLA today. They said they're letting violent criminals out of jail. They said they'll be on house. Dude, come on. Almost any 12-year-old kid can disarm a house arrest bracelet. And they know that. And you want to expect why the crime rate's going to go up. When people need money, they're going to turn to the people who are already criminals and ask them to do it for them.
Every crypto asset. It affects every token on every exchange, every token on every DeFi exchange, and it affects you. Let's just talk about the G7 right now. Have made an agreement to lock down how people can interact with self-custodied and unhosted. Let's just talk about the G7 right now. Have made an agreement to lock down how people can interact with self-custodied and unhosted wallets and DeFi. They've made a decision that they want to lock it down, and they're rolling that out as we speak. And I think that is a very major issue for the industry. It affects Bitcoin. It affects every crypto asset. It affects every token on every exchange, every token on every DeFi exchange, and it affects USDC as well. And so industry needs to mount a fight on that right now, because I think as the Secretary of Treasury leaves office, he's going to try and punch the crypto industry in the face. And I think that this is going to require a lot of mobilization, because I think that the rule sets are completely unreasonable that we're likely to see, and likely will end up in litigation with the U.S. government. Let's just talk about the G7 right now. Have made an agreement to lock down how people can interact with self-custodied and unhosted wallets and DeFi. They've made a decision that they want to lock it down, and they're rolling that out as we speak. And I think that is a very major issue for the industry. It affects Bitcoin. It affects every crypto asset. It affects every token on every exchange, every token on every DeFi exchange, and it affects USDC as well. And so industry needs to mount a fight on that right now. Because I think as the Secretary of Treasury leaves office, he's going to try and punch the crypto industry in the face. And I think that this is going to require a lot of mobilization, because I think that the rule sets are completely unreasonable that we're likely to see, and likely will end up in litigation with the U.S. government. Let's just talk about the G7 right now, have made an agreement to lock down.
Ethereum's freaking gas fees. Oh, God. Yeah, expect Coinbase to freeze up. Oh, yeah, I wanted to tell y'all guys what I thought about this Joe Biden. Well, I was wondering how he got elected, because it sure as hell wasn't because of Americans. There's a large spread rumor going on right now that the only reason Joe Biden's in presidency and why Kamala Harris took his side and is trying to support him, because I don't think he'll win the election without her conniving ass, as you could say. She's a real good and sneaky person. Got her fingers in all the dirty things. She's going to go for the presidency. I think Joe Biden will end up passing away or end up being assassinated or murdered, and I think Kamala Harris will be the one responsible for it. I think she's going to try to steal the presidency. I think she wants to be president. I think that's the only reason she's so excited about this, because no one should be as excited as she is about what she's doing. She is treating herself like she is already the president. I think this is all pre-planned. Or Joe Biden will fall ill and she'll step in to take over the presidency. That's what it's all about. She wants to be the first female black president. And she's going to run our country into the ground, because it's already on the ground. Now she's just going to bury it. Now the military's doing fishy shit. Oh, now the coronavirus is in our wastewater. It's in our sewage. Oh, God. Our poop has coronavirus. Our poop has coronavirus, guys. I'm sorry, but does this scare you? There's a virus in our sewage? Well, it should be, because if there was a virus, you know that half of the sewage that's around here goes back to the ocean. So they keep coming up with stupid shit. Media is so stupid. I've never seen, oh, God. You can disprove half of the shit they say just by Googling it. You shouldn't have to Google any of it. You should already have the common sense and self-knowledge of knowing what the hell is real and what isn't. Or you spend too much time scrolling on your phone to social medias. COVID-19 explodes across Los Angeles. Officials believe hospitals will be hit by a wave of patients in the coming weeks, much larger. Yeah, probably because of the freaking vaccines. It's funny, they've been showing the same videos over and over again on news channels, broadcasts. It's just the same videos since the beginning of the pandemic. Same guy pumping the air into dude's lungs. And there's no guarantee that those were even, I mean, oh God, I went to 7 different hospitals in San Fernando and LA County on a live feed, and I video recorded this stuff, all right? As soon as I posted it, they got taken down. Probably because of my label. And I also got kicked off of Facebook for 45 days. So I got like 3 days left before I can use Facebook again, because I tried to post them on there too, and they kicked me off. So fuck Facebook. Coinbase is ran by the same guys in Facebook, so they may have a face of the creator, but they're still ran by somebody else. Don't believe that horse crap. Yeah. I was on a live news channel. It was a packed parking lot, and people were coming out the doors coughing and blah, 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 right? But I was sitting in an empty parking lot, and every single one, there's nobody in these hospitals. And I had to go to the ER about a month ago. I had an anxiety attack, and I didn't know what anxiety was. So I took an anxiety medication, and I'm all good now. I lost my job, and everything, all the stress just beating me up, I guess. And not even that, my business is kind of worthless. Then I get a letter in the mail from California saying I have to turn in my revenue, or it's like a $10,000 fine. Dude, California's a freaking communist fuck. Excuse my language again. You'll hear that a lot. I wish I could leave. I can't afford to leave. Can't get out. Now they're shutting down all the borders. We can't even get out if we wanted to. What, each state I have to stay for 14 days? Screw that. If I want to go somewhere in my country, I'm going to go there. You want to stop me? Fine. I'll shoot you in the fucking head. Excuse my language. I don't tolerate terrorism. You try to step in with my freedoms, you're a terrorist. No cop will enforce these things. If a cop does, then he's not a cop. He's a thug with a badge. I know plenty of police officers. They won't put up with any of that shit. Cop that lives right across the street from me, he laughs at this. And do remember, with all your cryptocurrency, they may offer free crypto or trading and stuff like that. If they ask for any of your private information, do not do it. It is a scam. No exchange will do that. No, nothing will ever ask for your private keys. Now we're just repeating the same pattern again. And then we're going to go up a little higher. Look, we're already stepping up. I think we're almost going to be guaranteed to be $1 by January. Let me go to the weekly. Okay, it ain't that far. Look at the weekly. We're still in a hook. So expect we're going to come right here. Let me draw on something. All right, what the hell? I think that'll be the base of our pattern overlay. Well, we're going to have some drops in between. I'm sure. Well, these are just going to be large drops. And end of year of 2021. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Hold on. I thought I was in a larger chart. All right. All right. I expect to be up here between $13 and $14. But there's a good chance we may see it right in here. Just following up this pattern. Now remember, look at the dates here. So we're probably going to be, we're going to have a huge climb right in here somewhere. So we got like 2 months of where this climb should be. keep forgetting where I'm at here. There we are. We're climbing again. I think we're repeating a pattern, if you want to think about it that way. I think we're going to climb up and then consolidate right in here. And then move over, creating a different one. It depends on how high we go up. I think we're gonna go. We're gonna be at $1 soon. I don't want to say nothing. To be honest with you, I think we're gonna be $1 by Friday tomorrow. Friday's a big day for crypto for some reason. Everybody's excited for crypto. Like we look at, you can get lost in these patterns. Look where we're at. There's BTC. Yeah. We are not far off from 28 and 30,000. We are one. Look at this. So we follow that kind of scaling here. Be above 30K by January with BTC. I'll call that 30K January BTC, if not sooner. We'll see 28K probably this weekend or Monday, late afternoon Monday. And we're on a steady climb here, and I think we're done with these massive dumps. All right, I think the market's being flooded as we speak. It seems that the deeper we become involved in this pandemic, the crazier and more volatile the markets become. Everybody's getting greedy. There's a possibility we can be above 50 to 80,000 by by middle of 2021. We could see a $20,000 jump. You know how BTC gets. But I'm talking like steady price. Like right now, we're doing a pretty good steady 20K price right now. I don't see us dropping down $2,000 on an instant at this moment. I think the whales want to hold on to their BTC right now because they want those heavy billions. Got these military choppers flying all over California now with no numbers on the side of them. I don't know what the hell that's about. If anybody knows anything about that, leave it in the comments. Yeah, every way I look at this, I see 30 and up, 30, 35, 36,000 by January. We might have a Merry Christmas, guys. Maybe this Christmas we might boom. Supposedly we're supposed to be getting a stimulus check, but they don't know if it's going to be a $1,200 or $600, which I don't know if they know that that's a big fucking difference between the two of that, a $1,200 and $600, considering people have not had work in 9 months. All right, there are no jobs. I can't even emphasize how angry I am about this. My wife just looks at me like I'm a piece of crap because no matter how many applications I put in, there's no work. So I started a YouTube channel because I study crypto. That's why I have this channel, that I may actually do good at this. You know, I've been pretty right about most of my assumptions and my predictions. So I've only been 2 days off from this huge gain that we have. I called it on Monday. I mean, most of my predictions were right to the day. This one I was off by a day, 24 hours. I was off by 24 hours. So I'm pretty sure that's a good prediction in comparison to most. I knew XRP was going to come flooding back because a lot of people sold out on the Spark drop. They had a limit order put on. And the whales did the same thing. They probably did it days ahead. And they wanted to look for another buy-in point. So they waited for XRP to drop further, and then they bought back in, and then the market jumped back up. Now, all these different exchanges like Coinbase are putting all these new exchanging tactics on their platforms. Be weary about all of that, okay? They design these things, so remember, each time you use one, there's a fee in there somewhere, and they don't even tell you what the fee is for or how much they took. I've noticed that with Coinbase. They take money, and they don't even tell you what they're taking and how they're taking and how much they're going to take. You guys checked out Bitcoin Zero? You can now buy Bitcoin while reducing our world's carbon footprint, thanks to the introduction of our newest supported token, Bitcoin Zero, which starts trading on Uphold today. So BTCO is now on Uphold. And it's BTCO is at 23,095 right now as we speak. I'll watch that. Come on, Zeal. Need Zeal to do something. The hell? No Zeal on Bitmart. Oh, yeah. The hell? Something's not right here. Somehow, Coinbase had reorganized my coin list. I don't like that at all. Market's up 8%. Woo! All right. So I don't like Coinbase. They have too much free access to your account. Put shit in, take shit out. They do whatever they want to. All right. B. This is the B token I was talking about for the B app. It used to have a good value. like 28 cents, something like that. But remember, it's still in startup, basically. It goes live 2021, 2022, or it'll be tradable 2021, and it'll be on all the exchanges 2022. It'll probably go on Bitmart first. All right, this is the one here. This is the V token for the Vid app. That's right. It's got value, guys. 8 cents. Hey, not bad to get a token at 8 cents for free, right? Just for posting your social media that you're going to post anyway. Make short videos. You watch a bunch of videos. Oh, shit. The V token was almost at $1 in July 24th. Holy crap, guys. 377%. Like I'm telling you, Vid is a good token that you can get for free on the Vid app. All right. Keep getting these notifications for jobs that are hiring, right? And then when I go to it, apply, and then call, they're not hiring. So much bullshit. That is cool. They just announced that the FDA committee reviewed the Moderna vaccine after they just said that it has the same, if not more dangerous than the previous vaccine. And they're saying it's safe for Black people and Latino people. So they got a vaccine and they're organizing it by race. You do realize, other than your skin tone, you're exactly the same as me. I'm exactly the same as you. There's no difference between us. We are the same species. If I'm O positive and you're O positive, we can exchange each other's blood. That makes us the same species. Stupid. All right, here's the Natman Pure Escrow. You can view it here on Coinbase. Ooh. Now, do you remember that you can go on Bitmart, buy Natman Pure Escrow, $300 or $3 something, $100 or a couple, like $300 or $400 gets you over almost 7 or 8 million tokens. All right, that means it only has to move a little bit for you to make a small profit. But 2021 is going to be big for Natman. That's when they're going to announce whatever it is they're going to announce. They're going to, you can't view it on here for some reason. 2022 is going to be even bigger. I don't expect them to go to $1 million, but they will have a better price than what they have now. This is a very low price considering for what they will be used for. NAPMN will be used to verify and prevent fraud from purchases and exchanges. So this is the token that's going to be designed for businesses, and it's going to be utilized for businesses. Small businesses, big businesses, any business, it will solidify the fact that you can send and receive money, and both parties have to confirm on that amount before the amount is validated. Okay, so that is really cool because they don't have a token like that. You just send it to an account, and if that account doesn't exist, you don't get that money back. With NAPMN escrow, you do. Okay, if the account does not receive it and does not verify the amount with you and with them, then the money does not go to any account. It goes right back to you. And apparently it follows Basic Attention, Civic, Algorand, and Crypto.com, and EOS, Chainlink, Golem, and District Hux. Oh no, it does not follow these. These ones are negative 100%. But EOS, supposedly. Now, you can't always go by this because this stuff's usually wrong most of the time. But go to Bitmart, go to NAPMN, Pure Escrow, BMX token, and just type it in the search. How did NewCipher come on here before, like, VeChain? That's stupid. And Filecoin, useless ass coin. Now, why do all the leaders need to be publicly vaccinated? Why do we need to be convinced that the vaccine is real? You know they're not going to get the vaccine. They're not going to take the first vaccine that comes out. It's going to be a fake. It's going to be a placebo. They're going to do that same fake needle crap that I showed you a video about earlier. I'll show you again right now. Go back to my profile. They're going to show you this crap right here. Watch that needle. Oops, it disappeared. Only one that's excited about being president is Pamela Harris. Come on. Biden's got enough mental health issues. There's no way he would become president without extra help. Pamela Harris wants to be president of the United States, and she doesn't care what she has to do to get there. She'll kill half the world as long as she gets to be president. She cares about no one but herself. She is the most racist person on this planet. Pamela Harris is a terrorist. Because they put on a nice face and they can fool you doesn't make them a good person. If they were good presidents, then they would work with the president. Or if she was a good vice president-elect, she would be wanting to work with the president of the United States instead of combating him and insulting him. He's the president of the United States regardless, so you should shut the hell up and show some respect. You know, people have lost the respect for their government, but yet they can choose because they're a politician. That should be enough for treason alone, is someone running against you without having any respect for you. You're a president of the United States. Shut the hell up and act like one. If you're a president-elect, shut the hell up and act like one. This is not a good election. This election is fraud, and I see bullshit on both sides of the election, not just one. I think this whole thing is all about Pamela Harris trying to get to be elected herself. She doesn't care about Biden or anyone else. She wants to be the president. Because if Joe Biden dies, she becomes president. Or if he falls ill and is deemed not to perform his duties, she will be put in place of the president. A good time to buy in on that, man. Set it and forget it. Let's go RSR. We're just dipping. Instead of going like this, like XRP did, it kind of dipped down a little bit. I'm all up on some RSR. That's going to solve all these. Oh, brain fart. going to solve all the hyperinflation issues. So 100% of the money that you put into the RSR, it'll maintain the value of that currency. And in doing so, maintaining that value of that currency, if you put in $10 into RSR token, it maintains that $10 value or more. Does not go below. And your value of your dollar goes to zero, you will still have that $10. So it'll knock hyperinflation out of the U.S., out of other countries. Several countries will adopt it. It's backed by Coinbase. It's backed by other holders in different countries, Europe, some parts of Asia. It's designed to hold as a collateral with 100% of their value. That's what I basically just said. It uses a flexible pool of stable coins to solidify that value. So it'll go from different views of that coin, like RSV. It'll use those stable coins to halt the inflation process. Use the restroom. Okie dokie. All right. In the green. Don't you worry, guys. We're going to be pumping soon. We had some early morning pumps, too. I'd like to see us back up here. RSR, I almost guarantee it's going to be $1. Dollar! Let me holla! Oh. I got to clean my room. All right. XRP, pump incoming. We're going to have a little dip. And then we're going to have another pump. 1224. Yeah, we're due for a good midday pump right here. Follow this one here. We're due for it. I'm going to leave that line of symmetry right there. We're going to have to restart the vid app. Oh, yeah, just so you guys know, China does have 51% of the BTC hash rate as of like a month ago, so they probably got more than that now. Now China is going to take over everything. But the US government take it. So y'all know the vid app, all right? You just turn it on. Right. People around the country. And people just post short videos. That's my man. Life was blue and it bent back to you when like I said, it's all like Instagram for videos. Get in on that BMX. Here's my vid video. You know what's good for you. Buy it. That next up, get in on RSR while you can. Ain't gonna be too much longer before the price takes off. Up 6% today, almost 7%. XRP, baby. Get that XRP. Get that RSR. Get that Natman token. Bitmart. Go. I'm on there as Joe Griff. J-O Griff. Jogriff. Okay, I'll post a video right now. I am live with my YouTube channel, Crypto Griff. I'm filming a video on a video of a live feed with another video. And you do segments. Like you'll add it on there. I can do the screen thing and show you this better. Probably would have. I think I did. I have a video of this actually. But I'm going to do this anyway because we're on live TV. Or live vid. Ooh, hey. We just hit 59. Where are we? Where was? I said we'd take a dip. And I could be like, this is my favorites list. And I'll do this. BTC 22,700. Yeah. Crypto Griff. And then you just hit preview. I am live with my YouTube. And then upload. And there, poof, I upload the video. Dude, they're targeting minorities. It's not the virus is targeting minorities. They themselves are targeting. They want you to panic because they expect more panic out of minorities. And just so you know, I'm white, but I am a freaking minority. Okay, I'm the only white dude in like 5 miles. I see one white person maybe once or twice a month. Okay, I'm married a Latina. I'm married to a pure-blooded Salvadorian. There ain't no racism in here. There's just an angry-ass American. I should make that my YouTube channel. Angry-ass American. Ain't got nothing to say. I just got that out of my system. With another, this is my favorite. I am live with my YouTube. Yeah, you can only post one video per day on the app as of right now. It's because they give you crypto for each video that you post. So they're not going to help out small businesses anymore, but they're going to give an extra $300 to unemployment and $600 to residents. Most. They didn't even say all. They just said most. Oh, yeah. This here is how they judge your impact score. Their consistency, how often you use the app compared to other users. Viewing, how often you view others' users' vids. How often you view other viewers' vids. Reach, how often your vids are viewed compared to the other users. Creating, how often you make vids compared to other users. And engagement, your view to followers ratio. Honestly, I just put the thing on playing videos and then just set the phone down and let it play. Just trying to raise that score so I can get more vids, view tokens. And it is an ERC20 token. They have given out $314,910. That is 3,714,423 V. Here's the V white paper. a viable alternative to universal basic income. Table of contents. The problem of UBI. V, value income. How does it work? Roadmap and closing statement. A problem that we as a society had time to resolve is suddenly an immediate issue that needs a solution. Loss of jobs and income. No, this is funny, guys. This is funny how all this is coming out all in the same year. Like, this is all part of some big, giant, drastic plan. Like, they knew that everyone was going to lose their jobs, their businesses, their livelihood. Half of the people are going to be homeless and living in a shack. You don't even realize how many lives have been ruined because of this pandemic. And nobody can afford to help anybody except the people who are filthy rich and too greedy to do so. And the places that they give the money to, like the charities, have already been busted several times, but anytime that somebody tries to put a video or write it in the paper, it gets silenced right away. So charities are not charitable when it comes to money. They'll give all the free food and all that crap that they want. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty dollar, they may give out some of that money or put it on paper that they gave that money. But in reality, they pocket that money. The money never goes out. If that was the case, then all these billions of dollars, we would never have a homeless person in the world. All this money that's been donated, they just use that crap as a tax write-off. The general business consensus that UBI, universal basic income, is for the most valuable solutions. UBI is an amount of money that every citizen receives regardless of their income. Okay, that's what they're planning. All right, everybody's going to receive a set amount of money every month. We're going to be like V for Vendetta. You know, some people have jobs, everybody else will have a set amount of income, or you'll have a restricted amount of place to live, a restricted place to live. Many governments have considered and are trailing forms of UBI. Thus far, no one has presented a long-term valuable solution. This is due in part to the fact that money that is to be distributed either would be sourced by increasing taxes or increasing national debt. Can I share that? Might be too long to tweet. Yep. All right, well, exit out of that. V, value income. We believe V, value income, is a valuable alternative to UBI. V is the value created by users redistributed to users as an additional form of income. The value is generated by a user's usage of a business. Users create enormous value in user-centric or C2C businesses. I'm doing a feature on this now because now I forgot about all this information and I didn't put this in my video. But none of this returns to them. Every time a user opens Facebook, searches with Google, or watches a video on YouTube, they create value for that platform. Other than free access to the service that does this, users receive for the value of having created nothing. These companies have a combined value of trillions of dollars, but they have zero value without their users. The power and value is with the users. With the value income model, users have the power to earn income based on the value they created with their usage. Now, considering that their usage is stupid low at this moment, because you can't exactly do a lot with the app, but it's still in like beta stage. So I'm sure the value will go up. How does it work? The value of distributed using the digital currency enabled by blockchain technology. Each day, users prove they have been part of the network that day by pressing a button, they receive an amount of V and ERC20 token. Technical details, contract address, total supply, initial supply circulated. I'm not going to read that. You guys can see that. Universal V. Universal V is paid to all active users. How much each user receives is dependent on two factors. How many users were active on the platform on a given day. Activity is proven by opening the app or using the service. Which country the user lives in. The amount received and proportional to the basic living wage in the user's country. Since minimum living wages differ from country to country, we apply a country-specific multiplier for each user that is being computed. Country-specific data can be found in VidCamera Universal V. These figures will be assessed at the beginning of each calendar year. Impact bonus. Now, I showed you that earlier. The amount of additional V each user receives daily is dependent on their impact bonus score. This metric reflects their impact on the growth of the V ecosystem. The impact bonus scores and comprised of two parts: activity score, personal contribution, PC, invite score, network contribution. Activity score initially is comprised of 5 behaviors. 1, UV, the total number of unique views for all of the user's videos. 2, engagement, FO, numbers of users following, EN, the user's engagement, which is UV divided by FO. Viewing, OV, overall viewing, total number of videos viewed by the user other than your own. Gesundheit. God bless me. Creating. PV, total number of public videos created by users. Consistency, CA, the number of consecutive days the user has been active. That was the scoreboard I showed you. Scores that are displayed to end users or are normalized, calculated in the following manner. Get the lowest value, get the highest value, compute the range, subtract minimum from each individual value, and divide by range. The impact score displayed to end user is the average of the activity score and invite score. I didn't have any invites on mine. But the more people you have on your invite, the higher your score goes up. Now, the daily distribution. Daily distribution works as following. Payouts are distributed among all activities active on valuation day. Users, the daily token pool contains 6,930 tokens. 20% of the token pools are used for universal V payouts. That's 1,386 tokens. 80% of the token pool are used to pay users based on their impact. That's 5,544 tokens. It's pretty basically, it's pretty easy to understand how they function this. Return to source mechanism diagram. Buy V and return it to source. Send money on V businesses and percent of that money spent is returned to source. V current circulation. Source contract. It's social economic experiment, guys. Remember that. Phase 1, up to 1 million users. Parity between iOS and Android. Marketplace to buy and sell content, physical goods and services using V. Phase 2, post 1 million users. Build native blockchain, improve its scalability, and solve gas fee issues. Gas fee issues seems to be a huge thing with all of these markets. So I'm sure that we have a special token that's already being used right now as a gas. It just might spark that light. Further decentralized all impact score values and daily distributions to all users to be stored on chain for transparency. Changes to impact score and impact bonuses algorithms will be voted on by token holders and phase 2 onward. From phase 2 onward. Closing statement. The severity of the world's current macroeconomic conditions require innovation of people to meet their basic needs. Automation and AI were projected to lead to the rate of unemployment we are seeing now. COVID-19 has simply accelerated this shift. Either we find a solution to these unprecedented numbers. Guys, do remember, this was written before the pandemic. Unemployment, or we suffer the consequences of the world in unrest. Technologies, the internet, social media, and sharing economic and other novel business models that content users have created enormous value. V, by utilizing blockchain technologies, enables users to get back some of the value they provide. We believe VID's value sharing economic will benefit users and companies alike. Value income can reduce some of the burden that such high rates unemployment and places on governments around the world. V is hope. V is progress. V for vendetta. I don't know. I gotta see if I can send this here. All right, I'm gonna take a break, guys. I'm gonna leave it on the charts. Remember, hit the comments. All right, so what we're going to see here. I'm expecting a big pump this afternoon that's going to put us up in the 24,000 range. We're going to see another candle light up. Let's see. Let's take us out of the day. Put us in the 4 hour. Should have some red candles. All right. We're going to climb. We're just stepping. It's that third veil. We're going to come up probably about here. And yeah, somewhere on there. Somewhere in here. We're going to hit 24. Tomorrow is going to be a day too, because I think we're going to have a good rise tomorrow. It's a Friday. We always end up making some good money on Fridays. All right. XRP. Taking a little dip, but we anticipated another dip. We just had a big rise. Not the only rise. All right. There's our red candle. We're just repeating. And we're going to come back up about here. Yep. Around 4 o'clock. We're going to start building that candle back up. We'll probably go back up to 64, 65 cents. Then we'll find some consolidation, probably back down, probably 63, a low of 62. I think we're going to hold at 62. But do remember, if Bitcoin pumps like I'm hoping it does, like I don't want to get everybody hyped up, so I'm just talking logic here. So be prepared for probably a touch more, just a touch more, but I think we might see some green bring us back up. Because if we put it on the minute here, you'll see another dip here, just like it did here. 1, 2, 3, and then kind of half of whatever that is, and then back up. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to start coming back up about 4 o'clock. People wanted predictions. People are getting mad because I didn't do predictions, so I'm doing predictions now, all right? So like and subscribe. And you see all these figures and everything, but ain't nothing changed where I live. And they're saying my area is the worst. And we don't see nothing. Only time you ever see it is on the news. Stupid. All right, I'm going to be starting a new feed here shortly, taking a quick break. All right, guys, remember, like, subscribe, check out my Telegram, and I have an Instagram. I don't really mess around with it much, but Telegram, check out my Twitter, CryptoGriff, and my Telegram, CryptoGriff90. All right, guys. I'll see you later.